All right, guys, we got to talk about Marathon. So there's some updates I haven't gone over that I want to go over, and the brand new update that came out today about the key dates. But starting off, first thing that is coming back is the carry system, the CARRI system, which is good. I'm kind of upset that the game didn't launch with that in season two because I just finished all my priority contracts, so I was like grinding those contracts out, and I could have been getting the commendations for Cyberacne this entire time. But now they're launching it, which is frustrating because I feel like that should launch as soon as the season comes out. It's like frustrating that it doesn't come out when the season comes out. I'm glad it's back, but I think it should start when it releases in season three. But I'm glad it's here. Now let's go into the item economy. They added weekly login rewards beneath the today's sponsored, which is great. I think that's awesome. They said here they slightly reduce the loot quality and increase item pool in Nightmarsh and reduce prestige drops from pinnacle containers found in prestige lock rooms. So they're basically nerfing the loot you can get in the prestige locked rooms, which is really frustrating. Like, why are you doing that? I don't like these changes. I don't know why they're making loot worse. It's already like hard enough to loot and survive in this game for a lot of people. So I think that's not good. Fixing a lot of issues. Let's see what else. Cradle. They reduce the XP value of Blunique. They halved the value of unique blue weapons. That's not good. It's already hard enough to rank up in the Cradle. And they've reduced the XP value of superior and prestige weapon mods. Superior went down to less than half, and prestige is about half. I hate this change because all the players that have been grinding like crazy, I don't know if I count as one of them, but I'm level 61 in the Cradle. I'm already pretty far along in the Cradle. So really all you're doing is nerfing the casual players, the new players from being able to level up in the Cradle, while most of the good players are already done doing that. And you're just making it more grindy, more of a pain in the ass. I think this is a horrible change across the board, and it kind of pisses me off, to be honest. So, really don't like this change to the Cradle. I don't necessarily like how long it takes to level up in the Cradle. I wish it was easier and didn't have to dismantle my gear for it. So, this is probably the number one most hated change, in my opinion. Moving on, they're fixing a bunch of issues, don't really care. User interface. Errors in the ready up screen will now clearly display which crewmate has an error. Thank God. Do you know how frustrating it was to have an error and the game doesn't tell you what the error is, and the three of you are trying to figure out who has the error and what the error is? Like, that shit was so stupid. I'm glad they finally have that in. Hovering over the error will display a tooltip explaining how to resolve it. Thank you. Crew errors such as too many, not enough runners will display only near the ready button. Okay, that's fine. All right. Anything else? Fixing issues. Fixing issues. Updated tooltip description for Bungie reward entries to indicate that rewards are available for purchase. Oh, he fixed the stuff that's available for purchase. That's funny. I don't know about you guys, but my codex is very buggy. Where like I would click on something to display the challenges, and it's like showing the challenges of another set of challenges. So it's like super buggy, and it's been really pissing me off. And it doesn't look like they're fixing that, which is frustrating. All right, zones, fixing a bunch of issues. That's pretty much it. So that's pretty much the patch for 1.1.0.2. This is June 16th, so about a week ago. And yeah, basically the carry system's back. They nerfed the item economy and they nerfed the cradle. So it's nice that carry's back, but the rest of this update is kind of shit. I can't lie. Except for the error at the ready up menu is nice. It's kind of how I feel about it, to be honest. Okay, now this dropped yesterday. This is the really big update for the mid-season that's coming later, not right now. So let's just kind of read through it together. I actually haven't read this yet. So mid-season drops July 21st. So that's pretty far away. That's about a month out. And they're introducing something called Vault Breaker. Marathon's PvE mode, Vault Breaker, explore Cryo Archive as a crew, duo, or solo, taking on progressively challenging series of vaults. Grow stronger across multiple matches with progression that's unique to Vault Breaker, and push towards the final vault and the mysterious entity within. Are you 1v1ing or 3v1ing the compiler? This is basically a rogue light mode. That's pretty cool. Vault Breaker requires a special sponsored kit to queue up. I will hope that kit is good. And any gear or items you find stay behind when you exfil, so you can't exfil with anything you get. So it's part of the experience. I'm not sure how I feel about that. The exception to this is Vault Data. This new currency is found within vaults, and when extracted, can be exchanged for upgrades to your Vault Breaker sponsored kits, as well as gear that can be used in other modes. Okay. There's something to that, I guess. This lets you experience Cryo Archive without flooding the economy with low-risk, high-power cryo loot. I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. I also wonder if codex challenges like kill 100 bots in Cryo Archive counts during that. I'm curious. One sec. Oh, sorry. All right. Cradle Evolution System. Mid-season also brings the first iteration of Cradle Evolution System. Upon maxing out your Cradle, you'll now be able to reset back to 0 to earn 1 additional maximum energy points and unlock unique cosmetics, including multiple runner shell styles. These cosmetics will be available later in the season, but if you unlock them ahead of time, you'll automatically receive them once they're available. With this change, Cradle progression speeds will also be increased. I wonder by how much they're being increased, though. Like a percentage would be nice to know. I'm not just gonna reset my entire progression not knowing. Like, I don't want to redo that grind of deleting all my stuff. Like, it sucks. I don't know how I feel about this until it's implemented, so I can't speak too much to it. And more to come. On top of Vault Breaker and Cradle Evolution System, we have various other quality of life, tuning, and other changes, including the addition of player profile stats. That'll be interesting. We'll share more details when we get closer to release. Looking further ahead, Season 3 will begin September 22nd and bring big changes to the early game experience. Okay, interesting. Including a revamp of Perimeter to add major new areas, encounters, and gameplay. Season 3 also introduces a new runner shell, okay, new weapons, equipment, and lots of other content and surprises. We'll share more details about mid-season, including a full rundown on Vault Breakers and our Season 3 plans as we get closer to their live dates. Interesting. So it sounds like Season 3 is not getting anything major besides updates to Perimeter. So I think Season 3 sounds like this season I might like really focus on playing ranked since there's really not much else going on. Yeah, I mean Vault Breakers is interesting. I'm curious to see how all this works. Overall, my overall thoughts on all this, I'm excited for all this new stuff and improvements they're making to the game, but they gotta fix up like nerfing loot and nerfing the cradle is bad plays in my opinion. Everything else they're doing is awesome though. But yeah, I'm at a point now where I'm finally in the mid-season of season 2 where I feel like I got all the priority contracts done. I'm really far along in my cradle, like almost level 70, you know. A lot of my faction upgrades are done. So like I'm gonna start playing a lot of Nightmarsh and get through that experience and enjoy that, and then once I build up that end game content and vaults, then I'll just play some cryo for fun with the friends, carry some friends through compiler, stuff like that. Since I already kind of beat cryo in season 1, so this is gonna be a pretty chill season for me. And then season 3 will probably grind ranked. So that's all I want to talk about.